Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Get Farming on Saxlingham. Back to basics. And this is episode 19. Thought I'd start off with a bit of work on the animals because I need to start putting these on, being this new start. So, what I thought I would do is use the herdsman AI piece on the realistic animals. So, we'll set that up to buy new stock for us so that we don't have to. And we'll set up with specific parameters that we want. Okay, so we'll look in the buy section. We're going to enable it. We're going to do a fixed budget on how much you can spend per day on an animal. So I'll maybe change this to maybe 6,000. Well, actually 10 animals. But that way, at least if we get some younger stock, we'll be okay. So we're going to start off with the Angus. We don't want any with diseases. We'll take females for these. That way we can breed them. We don't want an infinite age, so we want them. Maximum 1 year, 6 months. Actually, no, maximum 2 years. For breeding. Certainly don't want any bad ones. We'll take high. So I'll set in here. With these. Set this one here as well. So we're looking for high, minimum of high, in everything. So I should buy some Angus for us. We'll see what happens with that. Now we'll need to change this if we want some bottom flow as well. It's a shame you can't do multiples here. You can do any, can't you? I don't want to do any because I could end up with Holsteins or anything like that. Nice stuff. But anyway, maybe that's a feature request I'll maybe put in. Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll not look to buy any males. We'll maybe do fixed insemination ourselves for that, so we can breed when we want, as we need to, essentially. So that'll work for that. I think that's all we need to do for now. Let's apply that. We're not going to see anything today on this. It won't be until it rolls over to October 2. That we'll see if we actually bought anything for that. So that's I've done. We've got through for now, so I'm going to ignore them for now, food-wise. I might do a TMR mix later. We'll see what else is going on. We need to fertilize our fields. We have no milk being produced at the moment because none of the flow have had any calves yet. We're not lactating, which I think I said it last time. It's a bit of a pain, but that's real life for you. So we need to fertilize this field here. This field here. This field needs a bit of fert on it as well. So we'll get those 3 done. See where we are. We'll probably roll on forward again at that point. Because we're looking to sell some stuff, I think. So it's December for the canola, so we'll be looking to sell the canola in December. And then we're looking to sell the oats in January. Alright, so without further ado, let's get on. I'm sure I've got fertilizer here. So, as well we can. Just need a pill. So what we'll do is same as a uniform fluid, I'll just time that to all the 3 fields together, just to make that a little bit easier. Oh, I think we're doing good. 1,000 height. Loan wise, I haven't paid any of these off yet, but that said, once we sell some of that grain and that, I think we can pay a couple of these off. Well, at least one off, which will be good. We'll start making a dent into those. Right, so without further ado, let's get this fertilized. Saturated, good.
Jesse was born on a winter's night in the middle of the storm. The road was blocked, so Jesse was born in this old house. Raised on love in those sunny years when there was magic in the world. Her laughter traveled well across those hardwood floors. God knows we didn't have much, but in a way, you know we had it all. She grew up fast, in a breath or two she was on her way out the door, while her clothes were drying on a line outside the porch. With that worn-out truck and a lot of hope, she left one Thursday morn. Like the storm she came with, never let her go. God knows we didn't have much, but we gave all that we had to give. So just keep going, find your way in this world. If you need us, we'll be there. Keep on searching for your pot of gold. If you need us, we'll be there. You gotta treasure the moments you get. Can't flip the hourglass to start over again. Jesse came home on a Friday night in the middle of a game. He left her for the bottle once again. Don't cry, honey, it'll all work out. It's a big old world out there. You'll be on your feet, but you're always welcome here. So just keep going, find your way in this world. If you need us, we'll be there. Keep on searching for your pot of gold. If you need us, we'll be there. Keep on going, find your way in this world. If you need us, we'll be there. Keep on searching for your pot of gold. If you need us, we'll be there.
Right, that's it. That's that field all done. Not too bad. Oh, I don't have my info screens on. Change those. Yep, 204. So yeah, we might get another cut out of this next month. That'll be useful if we can. Get a bit more silage off it, a bit more money. Good stuff. Right. So let's get this back. And then I think we'll roll forward into December. And it's time to do a bit of carting. Actually, we'll probably roll through December and into January and do the carting for then as well. Oh, actually, no, because we need to do grass silage next month, don't we? Yeah, so I need to do that. So roll into November. I'll get the grass done. And then we'll roll into December as well. All right. Right, I'll get this back to the farm and I'll pick you up back there. Okay, so we're back and it's December. I decided not to bother stopping in November. I think we can cut this grass in December actually. Let's just have a quick look and see. Because I didn't want to do another grass cut because we did one in the last episode, so it seemed a bit too much. Yeah, it's not growing anymore at the moment because it was 3 or 4 in November as well. So I can still cut this, but I may just cut it off camera. Like I said, we did one in the last episode, so I don't necessarily want to do it again, per se. Or maybe we just won't cut it. So anyway, we're going to do grain transportation because we're just at the right time to sell this. So the canola is pretty close to its max price. So we're going to get 122,000 for that. It's short by about $1,000, but hey, who's going to worry about that? So for this, going to use auto drive. So I'm going to introduce auto drive into this and let it do its thing to save us doing it. So it'll pick up and drop off and come back and pick up and drop off. In theory. So let's just line this up a little bit better. Take him just outside of here. So we're going to the farmer's market with this. Also was going to check on this. Oh, yes. So we have 93,744 litres. And this trailer is how much? Doesn't tell us, does it? Does it hold? Holds 54. So it's basically 2 trips. That's important. I want to just set auto drive up for 2 trips for this. So I've installed auto drive, and I've downloaded the auto drive config from the auto drive guy. Link will be in the description if you wish to get it. So I'll just enable auto drive with Alt 0 when we're actually in the cab. You can't see it at the moment. Okay, Alt 0. So here it is here on the right. I usually dock it over here out the way. And we have a number of settings in here that I need to set up because I've not set any of this up. So we go to the settings. Corner speed, I want to ramp it down a bit because you don't want to be going around at 100%. We don't need to worry about any of these bits at the moment. We'll set that to that. We avoid fruit, yes. We're not doing anything in fields, so we're okay at the moment. Automatic refueling, yes, it'll come back to the farm and fill up for us if we need to. Auto tip side, that's good. These are all good. Use those, that's fine. Fold implements, yes, we'll do that. Next set. Display help, yeah, good. Line height. Now this is where the dots show when you see the actual stuff like those. When you see where it's what path it's taking. So I'll just turn it on and turn it on. You turn it on with this little caution symbol here, and you can see all the tracks and the dots. So what it's referring to is where these dots lie. So by default, they're on the ground. That's fine if you like it like that. I don't like it like that. I like them to be above ground. So above the tractor. These are okay. These are okay. Don't need to change anything else here. Oh, obviously, if you want to change stuff yourself, that's fine. These are just what I normally set. Just leave these as always. Auto connect to start, yes. Auto connect to end. That's when you're creating your own paths and stuff. We're not going to do that today, but we will go into that at some point. For those that haven't used this, and that's about it. Now, let's just apply those. So again, this is a PC mod only, unfortunately. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a pick up and deliver. So there's a couple of other settings here. This is the max speed. It's going to do. This is the field speed that it's going to work on. This is the road speed. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I don't want it driving around at 30 miles an hour all over the place. So we'll set it at 25, and I'm just doing this with my mouse wheel. Parking we're not going to talk about. This one we're going to talk about in a minute. But the important thing that we need to do is change this one, because this is just driving point to point, go here, go there. We're going to change that to pick up and deliver. You can see it here in the top in white. So we're going to pick it up from, and we're in a starter farm here, so we're going to pick it up from medium grain silo unload, because that's the name of this one. Actually, just turn this back on. You can see it's just down here. There we go. So this is a point for the medium grain silo. So this is its end point that's going to drive to the trigger point, basically. And we're going to send this to the farmers market. So we'll just close those down. And we're looking for selling points here. Farmers market grain sell. So we'll click on that. That's where we're going. And now we want to pick up canola. That's the one we're doing in this. So let's go to canola. Because we've got two fruits in here, we've got canola and oats in here, so we need to make sure we pick up the right one for this delivery. Okay. And that's about it for that setup. Now, we just want to do this 2 times, so this will keep doing it infinitely. So we want to change this to 2. We'll just click on it once and then twice, and do 2. And then if you want more trips, you can just click on it even more. Now, I'm not going to teach you everything about auto drive. I know enough to be dangerous and stuff like that. I can show you how to create some stuff in that, but plenty of other videos out there that will go through exactly how to use auto drive and some of its features. You might want to check out Farming guy. He does some good stuff. Agsy Gaming does some good stuff. Scroft has some good videos out there as well. There's no point in me doing a video for it because there's plenty out there on how to use auto drive. So I would suggest going and taking a look at their pages. All right, so we'll set this going. Now, normally I would turn this off. I would turn off the lines and everything when we do like a time lapse or anything like that. But I'll leave them on just so you can see how it works. I'll move that over for some reason. I don't know why. Well, anyway, yeah, we'll leave those on so we can see it following stuff. And you'll be able to see all the whole course outside of here as well. So all I have to do to set this going, click on the power on button, and hopefully, actually, before I forget, the tractor's going to be in the way. Oh no, it's moved, doesn't it? I've moved it. Okay, cool. I thought it was still there. It's over there. Right, faffing about again. Okay, so let's give this a go. See if it works. There we go, it's filling up. I should run off to the farmer's market. I definitely advise you to turn down those turning speeds and stuff, because if you run it at some of these turns at 100%, it's not going to make it. Now, this is great. Is it fallible? Absolutely. There are some things it doesn't like, and if it's an extremely tight British map, you're going to have problems with it probably. But in the main, it works okay. I haven't tried this on Saxlingham before, so this is my first go at it. But pretty much 99% of the time, the auto drive guide does some really good courses and stuff, and they all work for the most part flawlessly. So we are running a bit on the slow side, so let me speed. So we can go maximum of 32. Whatever. Now you can see as we're going along, you can see all these different points, the object points of each of the different things that are listed in the drop downs. So if when you download the config from the auto drive guy or wherever else it is, that config file goes in your game save area. It doesn't go in the mods file. It goes in your game save area. So you need to make sure you put that there. You can, of course, start off completely blank and not have any course set up, and just do your own. But it's a lot of work. I mean, this is a good number of hours work, probably days actually, work doing this and making sure it's right. Now there's different, the lines have different colours as well. So green is one way. You can see the arrows pointing one way here, and on the right hand side you can see it, just about see it pointing the other way. So those are the greens. Those are one way. Blues are bi-directional, so you can see blues along the side here in the fields. And then yellows, which you may see at some point, are secondaries. In the main, it will take all the primaries, i.e. the greens or the blues. But it may, if there's something detected on, say, a blue, it may use a secondary to navigate around that. So it can detect other traffic coming the other way that's on the course, that might be in your way. So if you have multiple vehicles yourself going, it can detect that traffic coming the other way, and it will wait for that traffic if it's in the way. And you can see how complicated some of this stuff gets around here. Now you see these light blue ones here; those are reverse, so it will reverse into or out of an area. It's dumping off now. Now, sometimes depending on what trailer you're using, you may need to adjust some of these drop points or these big points, and you can do that with your right mouse button by just right-clicking on it and moving it around. Obviously, the guy that does this, the auto driver guy, he'll use a specific trailer for doing this. And if your trailer happens to be longer, this point out here, the trigger point, may not be far enough away. So you may never hit the trigger back here, even though it's hit the stop point here. So you may have to drag that out a little bit further. Because obviously he can't account for every single trailer that's out there. So that's just one caveat to be aware of. If it doesn't quite hit the actual grain trigger, just move the point forward. It's interesting. I've never been this way before. And again, depending on the length of your trailer, it may or may not be able to get around the corner. If you've got a longer trailer there, it may not have made it. So again, you may have to just faff around with these and move them around a bit. One thing that Autodrive doesn't do is it doesn't care about any other traffic. So where you've got lots of traffic roaming around like this, it could end up in a wreck with someone or whatever. So just be aware of that. So we'll just leave this to pick up the next one and do the next run, and I'll be back with you again shortly.
They turn our homes into ashes.
Okay, so we're all done there. You did notice it didn't when it did that second fill, it didn't move on, and that's basically because it wasn't full. So I had to manually forward it using this manual forward here. So it basically moves it on to the next piece. So we'll just leave that there. We're done. Just back him up a bit. Because next we're going to go forward into January, and we're going to sell the other grain as well. Which is our oats. That's going to be, we've got 212,000 there, so that's going to be 5 trips to the old mill grain. So that's a different place, which is good. We're going to do that in January. So I'll just pause this and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back in January. So let's have a look how we're doing for this. So, oh yeah, actually we're even better because we're going to get an extra £2,000 there. So that makes up for the little bit we lost on the canola. That's good. Excellent. One thing of note, actually, and we set the animals up to pick up or to buy automatically some stock, but it's not done anything yet. It's not picked up any. I even changed it from just females to any Angus, and so far it's not picked up any, which is okay, I guess, to some degree. I was hoping to get some more, but I'm looking to move farms in either maybe the next episode or the episode after that. We'll buy the main farm. We'll see how much we can pay off on the loan today with this, and see where we get to. So anyway, we need to change this to the old mill grain. We need to change this to oat. Let me just change this. Well, there's a way. Oh, you can do it. Wasn't sure whether there was. I'm going to leave it on infinite because it's going to stop anyway when it gets to that last one because you don't have it. It's not full. So where's the old mill grain? Just out of curiosity, because I have no clue. I suppose I should probably tag it so I know where it is. It's there. Okay, that's not too bad then. That's not too. I've not been here before, so that'll be interesting to see. Right, cool. Right, let's get on with this and see how we go. I'm taking the course off as well. I would do this a little now. So yeah, I think we'll be able to pay off a good chunk of this loan, and I think we can take a loan out now to move to the other farm. We can move there. Like I say, probably in the next episode. We'll see what we can pay off here. I'm going to sell that other grass field that we own, the small one, and we'll get moving. I think we can take out the loan to buy the farm. We can get everything out the storage and everything from here, and the cows moved. Then we can sell this one, which is close to 400,000. We've got this, which is 92. So we're close to $500,000 there to sell. It'll come off straight away. So yeah, I think it's a good move. Get that done and get ourselves based in the centre. Now you notice that since I've taken those off, there's a little white arrow in front now. That's basically showing you where your next place will be, where you go into. So I'll show you if it's going around the corner. It's not easy to see on it because of the glare off the sun, but there you go. Right, we'll get on with this. We'll be back shortly. Hey, looks like we're all done. See here? Go to the silo, make sure it's empty. And yeah. So yeah, we're all done. Excellent. So did well there. So we got close to £400,000 now. Good stuff. Let me just turn this off. I think I left it running. Yeah. Oh, it was off. Right. Great. So we're all set there. So let's just sell this other field on here. And then let's pay off at least 2 of these. So we want to pay off 198376. That one done. This one off as well. 198376. Great. We've still got 94,000 left at the moment, just as a holding base for cash. Awesome. So there we are. We're good. Right. So I think we'll leave it there for this episode. Excuse me. Next episode we'll purchase the other farm and we'll start moving stuff over. And we'll see where we go from there. We'll have to look at move in the cows. We're going here now. So we've still got 3 rest bales that haven't fermented yet. That's okay. I'm just wondering whether to move the cows or just to sell them all and start afresh. I'll think about that one. We'll see. Because I'm assuming we haven't actually picked up any. I didn't see any messages come up. So, yeah, we're still at 42. So, maybe we just sell them all and start again. We'll see. I'll think about it and we'll see. So, thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. If you do like my content, please think about liking and subscribing. Comments below if you have any suggestions or anything. And if you're interested in multiplayer at all, do have a multiplayer server up on Judy's Plains. It is PC only, unfortunately, at the moment. If you go to my Discord, link is in the description. I'll look in the announcements channel. That will give you a link to the server Discord for the multiplayer game. It's called Montana Homesteads. Hope to see you there maybe at some point. All right, thanks a lot again for watching, etc. And as always, stay safe out there. Bye now.